algebra students, we're going to talk today about two-word problems involving area. So go ahead and grab your section 4.9 notes template. And number 1 says a photograph 8 inches wide and 10 inches long is surrounded by a border 2 inches wide. Find the area of just the border. So what you want to do is anytime you have any of these area problems, you want to draw a quick sketch. It does not have to be pretty, but you do want to sketch out the situation you're looking at. So we're looking at a photograph that is a rectangle, and this photograph is 10 inches by 8 inches. Now we've added a border to the photograph that is 2 inches wide. So you're going to draw a bigger rectangle surrounding that. And remember that that is 2 inches tall, but it adds on both sides. So the new dimensions of this photograph are going to be 10 plus 2 plus 2 on both the left and the right. So this is going to be 14 inches by, now this becomes 8 plus 2 plus 2, which is 12 inches. Because you're adding it to both sides here and then both sides here. So what we want to do is we're going to set this up. We just want to find the area of the border. So we're going to find the area of the picture with the border, and then we're going to subtract off the area of the picture, and what will be left is what we want, is the area of the border. So let's fill in what we know. We know that the area of the picture with the border is a rectangle, so we're using length times width here, all the way across. Our length for our picture with the border is 14 times 12. And our area of the picture is going to be 10 times 8. So we've got 14 times 12, which gives us 168, and 10 times 8 gives us 80. So what's left is going to be 88 inches squared. So that is the area of the border. And again, we found that by finding the area of the big purple rectangle and subtracting off the area of the green rectangle. And that left us with just this space here. For example 2, we're going to be looking at a fish pond surrounded by a brick walk. So again, anytime you're hearing about an area problem or any shapes whatsoever, you should probably be sketching it out. So it says Hector made a rectangular fish pond surrounded by a brick walk 2 meters wide. He had enough bricks for the area of the walk to be 76 meters squared. Find the dimensions of the pond if it is twice as long as it is wide. So here's my pond, and here's my walk along the park, or the pond. And then the last sentence actually gave you the dimensions for the pond because it said it was twice as long as it is wide. So if this dimension is x, that means this dimension is going to be 2x. And we are adding 2 meters to both sides here. So x is going to become plus 2 plus 2. So this is going to be x plus 4. And 2x plus 2 plus 2 is going to give us 2x plus 4. So again, I'm going to do the area of the pond and walk if I subtract off the area of the pond, that equals the area of the walk. Now, instead of trying to find what the area of the walk is, because we know that is 76 meters squared. So we're going to fill in 76 meters squared for area of the walk. But I don't know what the area of the pond and walk is, except to say that it's going to be length times width. So that's going to be x plus 4 times 2x plus 4. And I'm getting that from the big blue rectangle with both the pond and the walk. And I'm going to subtract off the area of the pond, which is x times 2x. And I'm going to put that in brackets because I need to be really careful anytime I've got a subtraction problem. So what we want to do is we want to use the rules of multiplication here to fill in what we know. You now know how to multiply a binomial times a binomial from your lessons last week. So remember, you're going to set up 4 multiplication problems where you're going to multiply each of the terms from the first set of parentheses times each of the terms in the second set. So this is going to look like x times 2x, x times 4, 4 times 2x, 4 times 4. So all of that is coming out of that first multiplication. Then we're going to subtract off, and if you look at this, this is an x times a 2x, that's a 2x squared. And it's still set equal to 76. So let's do some simplifying in the set of brackets here. We're going to get 2x squared plus 4x plus 8x plus 16. And we've got some like terms we can combine here. So moving to the next line, let's make that 2x squared plus 12x plus 16 minus 2x squared equals 76. Now something's happening with our x squared terms because we've got a 2x squared and a negative 2x squared. Those are going to cancel. So what I have left is 12x plus 16 equals 76. And I'm going to solve that for x. So solving for x here, we find that x is 5. That gives us one of the dimensions of the pond. The other dimension is coming out of 2x. So we're going to plug in 2 times 5. That's 10. So the question asks for just the dimensions of the pond. So you're going to write a sentence something like the pond is 5 meters by 10 meters. And then you're done. Please bring any questions you have to your math teacher the next time you meet for class, and make sure that you've got your notes completely filled in with any questions written in the margin so that you can ask that next math class.